Hey, Mike, we only get 5 minutes? You're killing me, man. I mean, I had a whole... All right.
30 seconds now.
I'll keep it. Hey, look, City of Phoenix is a great city. Now, we're not a perfect city. We have to improve. But there are people in this room, so many people in this room, that have helped build Phoenix into the city it is. And we stand on the shoulders of giants. And I could mention so many, but I just want to mention maybe one or two. Where's Calvin Good? Calvin Good.
Right here.
Calvin, we owe you so much. We are a great city because you stood up for justice. You know, I've marched the last 10 years in the MLK March. Those are easy marches. You did it when it was hard, doing the heavy lifting, and we really appreciate what you have built in this city, and they focus not just in South Mountain Village, but the entire city. Thank you. Where's Sandra Kennedy? Commissioner, hey, thanks for what you're doing for sustainability, solar energy. We are going to be a stronger state in the long run because of what you are doing. We really appreciate what you are doing, fighting at the Corporation Commission to build our state in the direction we need to go. I'm just going to talk about a couple issues because we only have 5 minutes. Issues not only of importance to the African American community, these are issues that need to be focused in by everybody in the city of Phoenix. I served 9 years in the city council. The last 2 years I've served as Deputy Attorney General under Attorney General Terry Goddard. During my time on the council, one of the things that I focused in on, made it a priority, and am going to make a priority when I'm elected mayor of the city of Phoenix, is ensuring that this community gets its fair share of federal dollars, particularly when it comes to human service dollars. Councilman Johnson and I were partners in that endeavor, and I really want to say thank you. What I'm talking about, let me give you very explicitly what I'm talking about. Phoenix gets significantly less than its fair share of Head Start dollars. That's early childhood education for our children, and it has real impact on the kids in this community. There's no reason why a child in Boston should be able to go to Head Start as a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old, and in Phoenix, Arizona, a bigger city than Boston, by the way, may be lucky even just to go as a 4-year-old. It's not right, and you need a mayor who's going to be an advocate for the citizens of this community, saying that we need our fair share of federal dollars. Community development block grants. How many of the nonprofits that the community are based upon? You know, we get less than our fair share of CDBG money. I see Gene Blue in the audience. You know that, brother. And so you need an advocate. I know you and I and we others went to Washington to fight for that. Our nonprofits that support the community deserve their fair share of federal dollars. What about LIHEAP, low-income energy assistance? You know, the summer in Phoenix is just as dangerous, if not more dangerous, than the winters back east. This community, the entire community, needs an advocate that's going to make that a priority when we go back to Washington and ask for federal funds. So, you know, the best indicator of what someone's going to do once they're elected mayor is what have they done in the past. Can you rely on them? Because it's been a priority. Are they trying to reinvent themselves? I'm not trying to reinvent myself. I run it on my record. And supporting fair share for Phoenix is part of the record that I'm very proud of. Let me talk about something else that I know everyone in this room agrees with, and that is, as Phoenix public schools go, so goes the future of the city. We are attached at the hip, and their success is our success, and vice versa. And so one of the other things you need in a mayor is someone who's going to be a passionate advocate for public education. I've done it throughout my career on the city council. I'm going to do it even more as mayor of the city of Phoenix. I mentioned earlier, fighting for Head Start dollars, making sure that as the budget improves, that we make after-school programs, funding after-school programs a high priority, and making sure those after-school programs have a great components of science and math curriculum. I serve on the Rodale Education Foundation board. They have a wonderful macro program. If you work in the schools, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's proven that the kids that participate in macro, their test scores go up. We need to take that program citywide. Let me give you some other examples. Our urban school districts, they deserve their fair share of the education tax credit dollars, but they don't get it right now. Our friends in Scottsdale and other suburban communities get significantly more dollars per child through the education tax credit program. That's going to change if I'm elected mayor. I'm going to go to all of our local corporations and ask that they allow their employees to do a payroll deduction to make it as easy as possible to give $5 or $10 per paycheck and have that money go to Phoenix public schools, particularly in our urban areas. And by the way, you get a dollar-for-dollar tax credit at the end of the year. It's a win-win for everybody. It's not right the way it's done now. That's going to be a high priority. We are going to have a future bond election. Guess what? Economic times are going to get better. People who give you doom and gloom and only doom and gloom, they're not looking long-term at what their vision is for the future. Phoenix needs to be the very best partner for public education. One of my ideas is that we really promote STEAM education, science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. That's where the future jobs are coming from. That's where the entrepreneurs are coming from. We need to make sure that that in our future bond elections, that we reward those schools that come up with the most innovative STEAM education programs. I've got a lot more ideas on that. I'm getting the hook right now. You asked a final question about diversity. Let me tell you something right now. Start with your own campaign.
Yes or no?
Start with your own campaign.
No. It's yes or no. Because you're going to support diversity in the city, and will you have African American representation on your staff? That's it. Yes or no?
Of course, just like I have the great Art Hamilton as the chair of this campaign. Thank you very much, Councilman.